Restarting.
Here we go.
Awesome.
Wow. This is the not so fun part of all of this. Hi, buddy. Our house is a disaster, and I can't function, except that I have to function and pack everything. And it's not fun, is it, Limerick? It's not fun. We got asked to tell us about your new house.
It has 4 walls, a roof, a garage.
50 Shades of gray, brown, beige.
50 Shades of Grey is much different. I don't think we can put that in this video.
Our table is officially leaving the nest. What do we think? Are you working out? You getting strong so you can carry it to the car? It's a new build.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good start.
So we're building a house.
Yes, and so we have progress updates. So we haven't actually seen it in person. We saw about 25, 30 houses back in April while we were touring. This one was not in development at that time, or was in transition of new developers, whatever it may be. So we never actually saw the model in person.
So that'll be a fun video to come along on.
Yeah, so we've seen a very good and detailed video of the model. We got a update from our realtor back around Easter, and sheetrock was up. No finishings at that point. No cabinets, nothing. It wasn't even taped or mudded. But of our actual house, so that was cool to see.
Yeah.
We just said bye to our first couch, guys. It's so sad.
We have a walkthrough, so we're leaving in about 3 weeks from today.
This filming day.
Yes, which is May 31st, 2025, 2:25 Central. So yeah, in about 3 weeks from the time that this was recorded, we will be.
It sounds so like a movie.
It's like it's like every podcast I watch when they're like, "Well, wait, when will this air?" And then they talk about it, like all the Jim Jeffrey ones is like, "Yeah, so I'm actually in Australia right now." But anyways, that I will.
Back to the point.
Back to the point. We will get a walkthrough. We will do our own walkthrough 3 days before we close, which is in about 3 weeks' time from now. So mid-June.
No, when we do the walk.
The walkthrough
I guess. Yeah. Whoa.
23 days. Yes, it's June tomorrow.
We are on our way to our house closing.
Woo! Hard to believe it.
It's so weird, guys, because then we go right back to living in our house.
And then there's also a in multi-generation in-law suite, casita, whatever you want to call it, depending on what part of the country you're from. That's essentially the size of.
It's like a mini apartment.
Yeah, it's
two rooms.
What I'd call a good sized hotel room with a bedroom, kitchenette area. Excuse me.
With a bedroom and a kitchenette.
And a living room, its own entrance, its own little patio.
A bathroom, its own. Did you say its own kitchenette? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Twice. So yeah, that was one of our, I guess we'll call it must-haves.
Yeah.
To have the ability, to have space for a family to come out, so that when they do, they can, flights are hopefully the only cost they really have.
You're gonna let them drive your car?
No, they can rent their own cars. So they'll have housing to stay, but we wanted to. It was important to us, given that we do want family, to encourage family and friends to come and see us, that A, there's space for them, and B, there's kind of private space, right? A lot of our friends and families have kids and things like that, so having enough room to host multiple people, or a family of basically 4, was something we wanted to have, and it was important to us. And this offered all of that, really. I'd say the only box that, the only thing that I would have liked that we looked at some was a third garage, because basements aren't really a thing out there, and so storage is a bit more limited.
Like a golf cart garage is kind of more.
Yeah, or a project car garage if you're me. Things that, are golf simulator garage, all that kind of stuff.
What kind of project cars?
A Porsche.
Okay.
So.
Pipe dream.
Yes, more pipe dreams, but this pipe dream has turned into reality. So.
Yep. So now we got new ones.
Yeah. So it's in a gated community, which is nice. Pretty common out there. The backyard faces west, so we can see the mountain range, which is really cool, and we'll be able to see the sunsets over there.
Yes.
There was
excited about that.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that. It's a nice community in general, but as far as the places that were available, this one was more or less perfect. Like there was no other lot / house or any, like if this didn't work, we were looking elsewhere. So we got pretty lucky that, again, this is where I think, all the things started to fall into place. It was pretty much perfect, everything we wanted, and then the time frames lined up, I don't know what else. There was a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Katie believes in, what's your number, 34 or something like that. The zip code ends in that, and all these weird little things that I don't believe in, but all started to happen.
Why do you keep bringing it up?
Because it's important too.
Yeah, it just felt, a lot of things felt right, and I just go off of my intuition a lot. And yeah, the number 34, I've been seeing a lot for months now, and it just kind of means you're on the right path, I think. I might have to Google that and confirm, but for the zip code to end in that, and just like our realtor is amazing, and she sent a video at sunset time, which
was smart on her part.
Yeah, for sure. That I think is what sold the lot, because it was like she was showing us, and she starts like on the right side, the right side of the house, and it's like you can see the mountains over the the wall in the back of the lot, and the sun is just setting over the mountains, and it was just kind of like sold, so a lot of little things that added up that really made us feel like we were on the right track, and that was very important to both of us.
Yeah, and I forgot probably one of the most important things was the school district that it ends up falling in. School districts are like public schools out there. Some, there are good ones. There's also, I don't want to say bad ones, but lower rated ones. And so that was part of the challenge of where we were looking at. Like there's so much new development out there, but then, and beautiful homes and checked a lot of boxes, but then the school district would, was something that would suffer.
The school rating.
Yeah, sorry, the school rating was something that didn't quite hit our box the way we wanted it to, and so that's why some of the get your head together.
That was
so. Yeah, so then this one that popped up, it happens to be in a really good school district, just in general, kind of very comparable to what we have here where our kids would be going. But out there for that area, definitely much better as far as public school goes. So that was, again, another one of those things that just kind of
helped.
Yeah, helped.
There are no more questions.
There are no more questions.
Is there anything else?
Should we take a caller? Would you like to take a caller?
Anybody? You did have a phone call in the middle of this.
I did, yeah. I'm sure it wasn't unimportant.
It's been a lot, guys, but it's been
yeah, let's talk about that. That's a lot of what we said was good.
Yeah.
The positive sides, and so that's the reality of it. Is it's not all perfect, and it's not all easy, and it's stressful. There's been, normal things that come up that wouldn't normally bug either of us are, we'll say causing.
Like what?
Like, I don't know. Just We'll just say that the constant stress and tension of everything we're doing causes normal daily life to feel more stressful than it probably should.
Yeah.
Just basic things like getting the kids ready for school or bed. All of those things where
You're just
your
more
patience
stimulated.
yeah, your patience is shorter because all day long you're dealing with logistics of all of this craziness and our house being in disarray and how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Every we'll call it problem that we need to solve comes with 2 more problems to solve afterwards, right? So, but we're getting through it. I think I just want to, I think it's important to.
I'm someone who can't operate with a messy house, and my house has been nothing but messy since the photos in the open house, and it's suffocating.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you saw the video of the side room next to us, and it's just you can't get through it without making more of a mess. It doesn't get cleaner; it just gets messier. So
I think there has to be a controlled chaos before organization, and that's kind of where we're at. We're in this bit of a stressful, controlled chaos. I don't know. We're very excited about having new space, and Katie's very good at decorating and coming up with ways to
utilize this.
Yeah, thank you. Fill our space with excessive amount of pillows and chairs that never get used.
So you need to trust the process, is what you're saying.
I didn't say that. I said you're good at it.
You heard people and what they had to say about our house.
Did I?
Yeah, and there were things that you questioned, and now looking back, it's pretty damn awesome, wasn't it?
Sure.
It's okay to admit it.
No house needs 25 pillows. I'm just gonna put that on record.
Did we sit on that couch that had all the pillows?
I've walked into this room plenty of times to go sit on this couch since it's been gone and sat on a box. Yeah. The reality of it is it's not all perfect. It's not all great, and I think that's important to show too because I don't know. We all curate these. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. These BS social media lives that everything's perfect and great, and there's not enough of the flip side of it. And I'm not saying we need to show negativity and things on that, but the reality of situations and the stress that comes with it, the chaos, the discussions, the tears or sadness or whatever it be, the I don't want to say negative emotions, but the just leaving in general sad, right? We both have moments, and once the stress of the day is gone, we're I think we're both don't want to say it, but ready to turn over and look at each other and go, what the hell are we doing? Why are we doing this? Can we turn back? I know
lots of those moments.
There was a lot of those moments. Now that we've sold the house, it's easier because I know there is no turning back, which has helped.
We're basically renters without renting, which is odd.
There were moments of panic at about 3 a.m. while I couldn't sleep, where I was terrified that I'm probably the one that drove this situation the most, and Katie obviously is on board, but I don't think this decision would have been made without my push.
Constant what? I mean, every time you're oh, it's cold outside. You know where it's not cold?
You know where you don't have to shovel snow? I forgot where I was going with that. But, just my questioning my own decisions, and I think that's perfectly normal, and I think anybody that's going through this, that's something I'd want you to, I have been dead set on this for years, and I told Katie I would, and I've said this to other people, if she was on board, I'd move in a heartbeat. And now that she is, and we did, yes, I've questioned, I haven't changed changed what I want to have happen, but I've definitely questioned, what am I doing? Is this I don't want to get too into it, but is this the moment where I ruin our family because drove us across the country and we fail, and I'm having these nightmares of losing jobs and not having, I think completely normal thoughts on what we're
that
doing.
happens with any major life.
Yeah, absolutely. I think someone feels the same way if we're moving 10 minutes down the road, you know, of why we're doing this. But I think it's important to like stop in those moments, let those feelings come in, and then come back to reality and know that like we've always gotten through everything, our challenges together. We both are hard workers. We know that like when it comes down to it, we'll do whatever it takes to make sure we succeed. It's terrifying, it's exciting, it's sad,
Yeah.
it's happy.
It's all the things. Everyone's like, oh, that's so exciting. And I'm like, it's all the things.
Yeah, that is the best way. It is, it's a roller coaster of emotions, and every emotion is on board through the whole ride.
Yes.
I would say there's no,
It's like, what's that movie? The Emotions movie.
that's what it feels like.
In and out.
Yeah.
Inside
that's
Out?
Inside Out, yeah.
In and out.
And that's the burger place that,
It's not that good.
yeah, that's overrated.
Fight
I
me.
put this on unpopular opinion for you all. Burgers are okay. The fries are garbage.
Cardboard.
Yes. But if you haven't been there, it is something to experience. The same way, just hear me out. The same way I would say that anybody who hasn't been to Wisconsin, granted Culver's are all over the place. Again, unpopular opinion, Culver's burgers suck.
Okay.
But
I don't know if I
But-
agree with that.
if you've never had one, you should try one if you are near Culver's. It is a Wisconsin thing, and it's something to try. And so,
And they don't suck. They're butter
again,
burgers.
it's an unpopular opinion, and people feel the same way about In-N-Out. And I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying In-N-Out is overrated. I also get hate for saying Culver's is overrated.
You're just gonna get a lot of hate.
Yeah, I just, there's just certain things in certain places that,
You just gotta do it because it's only there. Like
Right.
Voodoo Donuts. Are they good? Don't know. Have you tried them? We have.
I would argue
We'll
that they
leave
are.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna leave it up for the viewers.
Well, it might be an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
But when you start throwing Captain Crunch on a donut, I'm there for it.
With that, guys, it was great going through your questions and kind of just like laying it all out there. And yeah, I think there will just be more from
Yes,
here.
Yeah, hit us with
like-
more questions.
Yeah, and we're gonna continue to try and like vlog this journey and what it looks like. I mean, even from it's a builder grade home for the most part. So like even different, what do you say, like renovations that we might
Finishings.
do, finishings,
Yeah.
any of that. I would love to share with you guys and bring you along and just like we're road tripping. That's the plan, at least for now, and to bring you along on that journey.
So much time to change that plan, so that is the plan.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good, crazy, wild things happening from here on out, and probably some not so great things, but let's do it.
Yeah, and we'll share the bad as well as the good to stay on brand.
The bad.
Yeah,
Just
anybody who
kidding.
knows us does know that, and as you follow along, you'll realize that yes, I'm the bad.
I guess here we go.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming along with us.
Full steam ahead.
Yeah, and thanks for coming along on our crazy journey.
Yeah, and reach out to Katie with any questions of all the crazy stuff we've had to do to figure this out, because ultimately she's been handling
not.
most of it on the California side, while I've been handling a good portion of it on this side, as far as selling our house and things like that. And yeah, logistic wise, Katie's been a rock star in handling everything while I work and travel and leave her high and dry for a week at a time.
Yeah.
She's excited about it, but that's part of what's making this all possible. So
Might boil over at some point.
yes, behind every good man there's a good woman. So
It's taking a lot of credit for you.